Welcome to our curriculum development project. This project was completed by Toni Foster and Danielle Rispoli. At Silverleaf Elementary School, we have 450 students ranging from grades kindergarten through third grade. At Silverleaf Elementary School, educators transform lives by inspiring lifelong learners in a 21st century learning community where they are prepared to succeed in a complex, diverse, and ever-changing world. The mission and vision at Silverleaf Elementary is that we prepare students for the world in which they live in. It is imperative that the content, methodology, revisions, and structural revisions reflect where we want our students to go and how to get them there. We are beginning with the end in mind in that we have a vision for our district. In this presentation, we will showcase examples of content, skills, and assessments with a review and renewal plan that will best prepare students for success. Please take a look at the school demographics at Silverleaf Elementary. As you can see, there is a very diverse student population.
Current school data in ELA. This graph shows how students performed during the 2019-2020 school year. We are currently below the state expectations for growth in English language arts. There would need to be a percentage between 57.9 and 79.9% to meet the state's expectations. How does student growth compare to other students? Each student gets a student growth percentile from 1 to 99 that explains their progress compared to students with similar test scores in the past. The graph to the right shows that we are below standard, coming in at 39%. To meet the state standards, we would need to fall between 40 and 59.5%. Needs assessment results. Based off of the student growth data and with the large diverse group of students within our district, there is room for improvement. First, there needs to be differentiation with a wide reach. The program will need to have language to support English learning students with technology integrated and interactive instruction. Students should be challenged and engaged. Students need to feel supported, to take ownership of their learning. The content has to be relevant to students' lives and is rich in diversity. The program cannot relate to only a select population of students. Most importantly, students are met where they are. The texts and topics are created to pique students' interests, and students have opportunity to self-select their reading materials and research topics that interest them. This builds a love of reading.
At Silverleaf Elementary, we have 3 school improvement goals. These goals should be met by June 2022. The 3 goals include students will increase in reading levels by engaging in Reader's Workshop and scoring independent using the DRA. Students will improve comprehension using diverse level texts, enriched strategies, and technology-infused resources. Teachers will be trained, coached, and supported through professional development opportunities. Our school improvement team will consist of many people from the school building and also the school community. This team will consist of 2 teachers, a special area teacher, which can be from gym class, music class, library, 1 administrator, 1 student services staff member, which will be from the child study team, 1 business office person, 2 parents, and 1 community member.
The role of curriculum and school leaders will be to meet periodically for conferencing once a month. The purpose is to put into motion the new ELA curriculum and to ensure that the program will align with our district mission and vision as well as the vision of the community. As Wiles states in his text, ultimately the school curriculum team is formed to become an active and efficient instrument for the promotion of school improvement. A great amount of time will be providing feedback to stakeholders and administrators to provide updates on the process. Effective communication will be paramount to the process. Ways to communicate will consist of emails, newsletters, faculty meetings, and conferences. Content recommendations. The content across all grade levels has been carefully analyzed for the purpose of authenticity and relevance to students' cultures, beliefs, and reflects the world around them. We recommend content that is rich in diversity, world changes, and is most importantly student-centered. Our students bring a unique set of beliefs, culture, religious, and socioeconomic backgrounds that enriches knowledge in the world around them.
The projected timeline for these goals will take place over 3 years. In year 1, September 2020, curriculum teams will analyze state and national standards to create a philosophy for the curriculum development. Looking at data, teams can create goals for graduates and identify effective instructional practices. In summer of 2020, teams will develop benchmark assessments using the curriculum and using rubrics. Teams will create a scope and sequence along with a curriculum map that is aligned to the school's mission and vision. Resources will be reviewed during this stage. Year 2, September 2021, teachers will pilot units from pilot text and instructional policy will be developed. Board of Ed will review the curriculum and the instructional policy. It will be approved during this stage. Year 3, September 2022, we will focus on staff development. Staff will be trained with new curriculum and materials. Curriculum team members will be trainers and mentors along with district trainers. Professional development will be aligned with new initiatives.
21st century curriculum. The curriculum will consist of 21st century skills that refer to core aspects that includes collaboration, digital literacy, critical thinking, and problem solving. We advocate that these skills are necessary for our students to thrive in the world around them. Skills acquired through a 21st century curriculum will provide to be critical as students navigate the world around them. Along with this will be a curriculum that also strives to support the diversity of our student body and the world in which they live in. The curriculum will also be student-centered, which is important for students in order to take ownership of their learning. Program design. We'll be utilizing the American Reading Company as the new ELA curriculum for grades K through 5. ARC or ARC Core is a high-quality curriculum designed to improve outcomes for students and teachers. ARC is organized into thematic units and is customizable to the scope and sequence for the district. This curriculum includes materials in Spanish as well. This curriculum encompasses the 21st century learning, is student-centered, and uses diverse materials. Program design. Here we have an example of our core year-long scope and sequence. It is broken up into 4 units. Unit 1 says ARC Literacy Lab, building a community of avid readers and writers. Unit 2, informational reading, writing, and research in one science topic. Unit 3, literature reading, writing, and analysis in one literary genre. Unit 4, argument writing and research in one social studies topic. Within this program is IRLA, which is identifying each student's current reading level. Teachers can use the IRLA toolkit, which teaches the students' needs with strategic small groups. There are genre studies, integrated reading and writing, building knowledge and vocabulary through research, and teachers can use the school pace assessment to monitor the rate of reading growth in order to intervene early if a student is starting to have trouble. The ARC curriculum breakdown, transformative literacy grades K through 12. Unit of study, research-focused reading and writing engages students in active learning. There's reading to complex text. Whole class reads, discusses, and writes to a grade level complex text. Write to text, which is 10 to 30 minutes. Teacher models applying focused standards to writing, and students engage in daily writing in a variety of formats. Reader's workshop, 20 to 40 minutes. Formative assessment in our strategy groups during independent reading that aligns all reading instruction with one common language process for every reading level. And writer's workshop, which is 20 to 40 minutes. Applies focus standards to independent writing. The Reader's Workshop will apply focus standards to independent reading, student-centered mini lessons and conferring, daily practice at school and at home, and self-select books at a wide range, and student choice. And to the right, we can see the Reader's Workshop model. There's a mini lesson, which is 10 to 20 minutes. There's independent reading time, which is 20 to 30 minutes. And a closing, which is 5 to 10 minutes. And here students can share about how they read and what reading strategy that they used. The state standard correlation. The American Reading Company uses project-based units that directly correlate with the K-3 standards. This alignment of standards and the curriculum is important as we're using standards as our what and the ARC curriculum as our how. Weil states in his text, the standards movement has, of course, helped define and focus instruction. Curriculum mapping revisions. There will be revisions to the curriculum mapping, and they're broken up into 4 levels. Level 1 will be a series of presentations and trainings that take place in order to understand the American Reading Company curriculum. At level 2, after meetings, staff can make connections between the meeting's experience and what will be expected. At level 3, at this stage, the new trend taking place is reconfigured into a new model structure, and at level 4, the new way of thinking has become a belief. With curriculum mapping, we don't just want it to be connecting standards with what the content that we're teaching students, but we want there to be a real connection between what we are giving our students.
The professional development plan will have 4 different parts. These 4 parts will have to all occur in order for the program to meet fidelity. So teachers will have to create PDPs, which are professional development plans that align with the school's curriculum and instructional initiatives. These written plans will be revised on a yearly basis and approved by supervisors and administration. Administration will organize PLC time for staff members that will promote collaborative work time focused on a specific goal to improve classroom learning. Administrators will also participate in these PLC sessions. The plan will offer workshops for teachers to participate in. They will be run by curriculum leaders, pilot leaders, and program coaches. Teachers will be required to unpack standards and new curriculum with this team. Professional development will also offer coaching sessions. Program coaches and curriculum will offer coaching and observation sessions throughout the plan. This will be optional but encouraged for staff. During the curriculum development process, we will have to take a deeper look at assessments. These are the 3 assessments that will be implemented into the new curriculum plan. The first assessment will be the DRA assessment. This is a developmental reading assessment that will drive individualized instruction. Each teacher will receive 1 set per classroom. Teachers will be able to complete DRAs 3 times a year to check in on children's independent reading level. By doing this, teachers will know which texts to use for instruction. The second assessment will be the district benchmark, which will be the MAP assessment. MAP stands for Measure of Academic Progress. This will be an online learning tool that students will use and complete 3 times a year. The MAP test is a benchmark test that will measure what students know and what they are ready to learn. Students will take the MAP test in the areas of language arts and math. The MAP test will also provide data reports for teachers, students, and parents. The last part of assessments will be the technology reports. Teachers will collect and analyze data reports from technology resources. So for example, from the MAP district benchmark, teachers can use these reports to collect and analyze data. Teachers will also use other technology resources that we will talk about in the next slide. The district will implement 2 technology programs. These programs are RAS Kids and Reading Eggs. Both of these programs are online programs that are guided reading with interactive books, quizzes, and assessments. Teachers can also utilize resources and materials online that they can use for small group instruction and also home. The programs will provide data tracking and assessments that will also individualize instruction for these students. The great thing about these programs is they can continue to be used at home and throughout the summer. In order to make sure the program is being followed by fidelity, there are a couple of steps that the district will have to implement. After a classroom implementation has taken place, administration will complete walkthroughs and also be looking for student work displays. During these walkthroughs, administration will be checking off for instructional practices and implementation of the program. Administration will provide teachers with feedback and time for reflection. When administration is looking for student work display, they are simply analyzing and assessing to make sure that learning activities occurring in the classroom are aligning with the school's mission, vision, and values. Principals will circulate classrooms to engage in authentic student learning. This will encourage student learning, promote collaborative teamwork, and provide effective feedback. Administration will have a chance to speak with students and have firsthand experience with program revisions. Teachers will receive feedback in time for reflection after walkthroughs. Feedback will never be used for evaluative purposes. Principals will always look for displays of student work to assess student learning with revisions in place. There are many ways that the district will keep communication open with students, staff, and parents. Email will be utilized for the easiest way to communicate with all parents and community members. PLC planning time will be provided by administration for teachers to collaborate on the curriculum development plan. Administration will utilize Class Dojo, which is a social media, school-friendly sharing page where principals can share updates, pictures, school initiatives, school assemblies, and things like that. By using a page like this, parents always have access and they're able to refer back. Administration will hold monthly staff meetings to keep staff members on the same page and keep communication open. The administration will send out a weekly newsletter that will include any curriculum updates, curriculum plans, or events that are coming up in the school. 2 other ways that the principal can keep communication open is by hosting a book club or having coffee with the principal. These 2 events are optional events that the principals can hold throughout the school year to communicate with students and parents. In order to complete the curriculum development plan, we have to focus on the feedback and evaluation part. So the first part of the feedback and evaluation stage would be collecting and organizing data from technology reports, DRA assessments, and benchmark assessments. The easiest way to organize this data would be through Google Drive. That way, across the district, different administrators, staff members, curriculum leaders can all access these documents, and it will be the easiest way to collect and organize. After we collect and organize, it is time to analyze and report. Teams will meet to ensure learning targets are being met, and the leaders will report these results through online. Administration can also share these results during staff meetings or PLC time. After data has been analyzed and reported, it's time for the district to move forward and indicate where we are and what we are doing next. Thank you so much for listening to our curriculum development project. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at our emails below. Thank you, and we hope you all have a great semester.